the study of living organisms and their interaction with their environment.
Our big, beautiful blue planet is a complicated balance of life and death, predator and prey, friend and foe. The word ecology literally translates to the study of home, our home, planet Earth. The more specific definition of ecology is the study of relations of organisms to one another and to their physical environment. It answers questions like how do living things interact and relate to each other or to their environment.
Layers of the ecological organizations, organisms, populations, communities, ecosystem, and biosphere. Biosphere is the part of the earth that supports life. Ecosystem is an stable environment in which living and non-living things interact. Community is made up of all the population of plants, animals, and microorganisms living and interacting in a given habitat. Populations, any group of organisms of the same species. Species, a group of organisms that share the same general physical characteristics.
When we talk about where organisms live, instead of saying ecosystem, which might still be a fairly large area, we could talk about its habitat. It's just a word which means a place where an organism lives. A habitat includes both biotic and abiotic factors.
Abiotic factors are non-living physical and chemical elements that found in an ecosystem. These factors are important for the survival of organisms of that environment. Examples of abiotic factors are light, temperature, water, oxygen, pH, and salinity. Light affects the distribution activities of both plants and animals and their growth. Temperature affects the physiology activities of plants and animals. Water is caused by the distribution of rainfall throughout the year. No organisms can live long without water. Oxygen. Most terrestrial organisms cannot live long without the presence of oxygen. pH. The acidity or alkalinity of soil or water in the environment. Salinity. The most important factor for aquatic organisms that are well adapted in fresh water and salt water.
Biotic factors. Biotic factors are known to be the living things of the ecosystem. These factors are divided into three groups: producers, consumers, and decomposers. Producers are merely green plants of the ecosystem. They can manufacture their own food in use of photosynthesis. Producers are also called autotrophs. Consumers. Consumers are the animals of the ecosystem. They cannot make their own food and only depend for producers of food and energy. Consumers are again divided into three groups: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. Herbivores are the plant-eating animals. Carnivores are the meat-eating animals, and all omnivores eat both meat and plant. Decomposers. Decomposers are fungi and bacteria. These decomposers use the matters of dead living things for food and energy. Without them, can you think of life on Earth without them?
To sum up our reading, ecology is a branch of science that deals with the study of the relationship of organisms and their environment. The layers of ecological organizations are organisms, populations, community, ecosystem, and biosphere. The four layers of biosphere are atmosphere, lithosphere, hydrosphere, and ecosphere. Ecology is divided into two groups, the biotic factors and the abiotic factors. The abiotic factors are the non-living components like water, temperature, oxygen, pH, and salinity. While the biotic factors are the living components like producers, the plants, consumers, the animals, and the decomposers, the fungi and bacteria.
Interactions we study, the air and water in a stream, abiotic that we see. Now trees, animals, you know, they're all biotic if it grows. Organisms, we've been told, all same species, young and old. Population, same kind in place, community pops in same space. Ecosystem, so you know, non-living and all that grows. Animals fighting for it all their life. They are struggling so they don't die. That's how an organism stays alive.
Producers and consumers must change.
Competition for space and food they fight. Predation it is to take a life. And then the symbiosis all three kinds.
Mutualism, parasitism, third and chain commensalism.
Adaptations, they will thrive. All that helps them to survive. Behavioral to hunt at night. Physical, furtive, large eyes. Organisms have a role, a niche that they do call their own. Animals fighting for it all their life. They are struggling so they don't die. That's how an organism stays alive.
Producers and consumers must change.
Competition for space and food they fight. Predation it is to take a life. And then the symbiosis all three kinds.
Mutualism, parasitism, third and chain commensalism. Producers and consumers must change. Decomposers, composers, mutualism, parasitism, third and chain commensalism.
Symbiosis, interaction, at least one bestowed. Mutualism, both are happy, something gained by both. Parasitism benefits parasite, not host. Commensalism, one help other neutral. It's like a lion or a shark hunting for a soul. Predation, prey and predator, population control. Competition is the struggle to survive, I'm told. Like food, water, shelter, watch them battle. Animals fighting for it all their life. They are struggling so they don't die. That's how an organism stays alive.
Producers and consumers must change.
Competition for space and food they fight. Predation it is to take a life. And then the symbiosis all three kinds.
Mutualism, parasitism, third and chain commensalism. The lism. Producers and consumers must change. Decomposers, composers, mutualism, parasitism, third and chain commensalism.
For it all their life, they are struggling so they don't die. That's how an organism stays alive.